Throughout football history, wise men have congregated to bring you the best stats, predictions, and analysis of the game. These are not those men. 3 derelict Oakland Raiders fans expelled from clown school for shaping inappropriate balloon animals at children's birthday parties and borrowing the school clown car to attend a Murphy's Law gig in Brooklyn. With no ambitions outside of rodeo barrel racing and the Shiner Circus, they made their way to the rolling hills of northwestern New Jersey and established a home at the Irish Cottage Inn. Surrounded by Jets and Giants fans, they called in reinforcements and established a circus sideshow of their own, known as the New Jersey chapter of the Black Hole. Join the party each week on the Fan Club Blitz, a wild ride into the world of die-hard football team fan clubs from across the globe with your hosts, Splatterhead, Fitz, and Tom, Clown School Rejects.
All right, welcome to episode 17 of the Fan Club Blitz.
17 already. Wow.
17.
And we still don't know what the hell we're doing.
Now, we're at week 10.
We've gained equipment, though.
Yeah. We don't know how to use any of it, but we've gained some.
We're at week 10 of the season.
Okay.
There's this. Football season. Oh, right. I forgot. Yeah.
We've
I forgot it's football season.
We've already seen a fake punt that got us a first down and went for it on fourth. Didn't make it, but at least we went for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're playing well. I mean, Carr's thrown a couple drop passes that beyond his control, but I mean, everything's looking good here.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that one to I think it was Nelson somebody actually got their hands on that ball while it was in the air. So.
Yeah, that one. I think Cook dropped 2.
Yeah.
Kelly Clarkson got 3 points for us.
And Magoo with the fake punt.
And anyway, they're looking pretty good, man.
Yeah, even the defense looks like it's
Yeah.
decided to play today for
I'll tell you, they're
at least a half.
Yeah, how about that defense, Philip?
There you go.
Mr. Rivers. Yeah. But again, we are 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
This game's over. We got this.
Yeah.
So
we got this.
We're definitely going to win the first quarter.
Yeah.
The hardest decision of today is if, knock on wood, when we pull this game out, who is going to be the one that tells Chris Potts he's no longer allowed to come to the cottage?
That's right.
That's going to be the tough part.
It is. Chris, you might have to stay home.
Yeah.
If we beat the Chokers today. You may just have to stay home. Look at these ugly uniforms on the Rams.
Terrible.
That's
Terrible.
So now everybody has a prop now?
Yeah.
Is that the way it goes?
Mm-hmm. Let's turn Tom up. Where's he plugged into?
Tom is...
I think I just turned you up. Talk some more.
My wire goes into this. Input what, 2? How's it now? Better, louder, bigger, stronger, faster?
Yeah, it seems all right.
Oh, okay.
So it definitely sounds louder to me.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like, in my ears. Yes.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Look at that. Defense is stepping up. That's the felon that we got from Philadelphia. Nobody ever told him in Philadelphia you can't park on exit ramps and get loaded. So
I'm pretty sure that's because most people in Philadelphia do park on exit ramps.
Yeah,
listen,
let
me clarify that. You can. You just can't get caught.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Depends on where you are, man.
You just can't get caught doing it. That's all.
Depends on where you are. I was in Waterbury, Connecticut, and there was a car in the middle of the road. Guy passed out. Cop drove up behind him. Light turns green. Cop's sitting there. Cop finally pulls up next to him, looks in, hits his siren, shines his light in the car. Guy looks at him. Cop goes, "Get the hell out of here." So it depends on where you are.
Yeah, that would be me if I was working. I was that guy. I was that cop.
Seemed like he had more important things to worry about in that crappy town.
Yeah, if I was that cop, as long as there's no bodies dragged under the car, there's no blood on the tires, just wake up and get out. Get the hell out of here.
Get out of here. I had a boss that did that in the middle of the parkway. He was getting all bagged up. I guess he left work, hit the bar with a bunch of people from work, and he lived in Tom's River, so he was driving from Mount Olive down to Tom's River.
That's a drive.
That's a hell of a drive.
He got on the parkway, and somewhere around Asbury, it was a dead stop because of an accident. He said he doesn't know how long he was sitting there. He just opened his eyes and woke up, and traffic was flying by him at 80 miles an hour, and he was in park in the middle lane of the parkway. He goes, he has no idea how long he was sitting there.
It could have been 5 minutes, could have been 6 hours.
Exactly.
That's
He
awesome.
said all he knows is it was a dead stop, and he put it in park and woke up, and he was still in park, and traffic's going 80 all around him.
Nice.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Although I did, with the absence of the ever-present Chris Potts, it leaves a void in our halftime extravaganza show. But I did the youngster there is willing to step up and fill in the giant shoes left by Chris Potts to
All
do a
right,
halftime.
so we'll have the Liam and Bill Mackey halftime report.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything to not have us do it is the key.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Right, because that's when we're getting fresh drinks.
Yeah.
You know.
We need our downtime. This is very strenuous.
Yeah.
I mean, the off-air preparation that we put into this show, it drains you by the time we get here on podcast.
It takes us longer to plug all this crap in than it does to actually record.
Because we don't know what the hell we're doing, and we're like plugging whatever, and if it works, it works. Sometimes we get lucky, and it's like it actually we know what we're doing.
Today everything went fine. Even the laptop decided to work.
Yeah, we got the laptop going, the monitors going. We look like an emergency room in here with various monitors beeping.
Yeah.
That being said, I look forward to late tomorrow afternoon getting a message from Chuck saying the whole recording was
Yeah.
it was garbage. It recorded
We didn't record nothing.
Exactly.
we just talked to ourselves for an hour.
It's a possibility. That's because we work for a guy named Murphy.
Yeah. Well, hey,
So
What can you do?
there's not much you can do.
I know.
everything goes wrong.
Speaking
That
of
guy
that-
Murphy shows up.
Exactly. Speaking of that Murphy stuff, there's no mail on Sundays, but as of yesterday, I still didn't get
Oh, he
those.
sent me a message.
Did he get no royalty
He
check?
He sent me an email. He said he'll get the $1.07, I think he said it was. He'll get that out to you.
Okay, good. Hey,
At least I get a hat.
that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, Tom took second place in the Raiders fan radio
Oh, nice.
quiz they had going.
Yeah.
And there was a few entries, and he took second place, voted on by the listeners.
Nice.
But it was one of those new Carhartt Raiders hats.
Oh, awesome.
And the guy that won, he said to Murph, he said, as soon as I saw those hats, I bought one. He said, so give it to Tom.
All right.
Nice.
And thank you.
There you go.
Because
Thank you, Emiliano.
Because as soon as I seen that hat, I was like, "Oh, I'm in this."
Yeah, that's
it'll look nice with my Carhartt jacket and my pants.
So thanks to Emiliano, Big Raider Trucker, Tom is getting a hat to match his wear to his AMF meeting.
That's right.
Yes,
He's going to be styling there. Styling at the AMF.
Yeah,
Yeah, as soon as I get there, the Eagles fan. Where'd you get that? I want one.
yeah.
Well,
Oh, Mr. O'Brien is in the house.
we got people creeping around outside, looking in the windows at us.
Creeping is right. Creeping is right.
What's this guy doing here?
What's going on, brother?
You see what?
What's up?
See what I told you, Chuck? You leave the doors open,
I
anything
know.
can come in.
I know.
This is the problem with having these things in public places.
Chris put all these damn tattoos all over me.
Hey, what do we got? We got a.
I don't know, we got a first and 10.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's better than 3rd and 10.
Yeah. I guess Bryant's stepping up today.
Yeah, well,
Because, the fields are burning, so he's got a lot of smoke getting
That's-
inhaled. So he's like, he's stepping it up a notch today.
Well, there's probably some stuff being burnt in that Northern California fire.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Exactly. That's the whole thing. You hear all the stories about the players and coaches that had to evacuate their families, their houses. You got Brian. He had to evacuate his stash fields.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of fields of Gorilla Glue number 4 going up in smoke.
There's plenty of burn going on north of Oakland.
Gorilla Glue number 4. That's awesome.
They're handing out masks at the Coliseum today.
Oh, they are?
Because of the smoke. Yeah.
Well, I hadn't seen somebody on one of the Raiders blab pages was like, I heard they're going to cancel the game because of the smoke and hold it tomorrow in Dallas.
Dallas. That sounds like something they might do to us.
And that right there, I think, represented the lowest point in the Raider Nation that I've heard. And it seemed pretty much everybody agreed with me.
Was it somebody that was from the Raider Nation or just some media crap?
No, it was somebody from the Raider Nation.
Wow.
That knows, like, emergency management people, blah, 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 blah.
Ridiculous.
So, but it doesn't look like they're playing in Dallas. So,
No, this is Oakland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. It looks pretty clear, actually. I'm sure if I was there, it would be different, but it does.
Yeah.
It looks blue skies and somebody's limping.
Jordy
Is that Jordy Nelson?
No. Suck it up, Joy Boy. Come on, get back out there.
He's tough enough. He can handle it.
I know, but I still need to say that.
Yeah.
So speaking of Oakland, we have our we have 2 of our people out there, our 2 expectant parents of our New Jersey
That's
Black
right.
Hole.
Yeah.
The mad scientist, and this is mad scientist.
Let's see if he gets arrested.
Well, that was
I
my
don't
whole
think so. The
thing.
boss
No.
is with
Yeah,
him.
I don't think so. He's got the wife with him this time.
He's got a real short leash.
Yeah.
Yeah. First down.
He had his 2 beers about 5 hours ago.
Yeah.
So he's.
Yeah, I don't think he was tailgating with the black hole at 9 o'clock in the morning.
No, I don't think
That's
so.
why I even held back on when she made the announcement on our page that there's one in the oven. I was about to write, "Congratulations, Mike, you have a 9-month designated driver." But I'm like, you know what? He'll pay for that comment,
Yeah.
so I'm just not going to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll still have fun.
Yes.
Oh, they're having a great time,
Of
I'm
course
sure.
he will.
Yeah.
Not as much fun as we would have, or he'd have if
No.
he was with us. But hey, it is what it is.
Amy's not going to have as much fun either because she can't drink.
No.
I don't understand why. I mean, my mother had cocktails when she was pregnant with me. I'm fine.
Yeah, he came out perfectly
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, me too.
For the most part, look at us.
Every pregnant woman I knew that drank like a fish until they knew they were pregnant.
Yeah.
And that was a couple of months.
Yeah, my drank in pregnancy, driving in
Smoking,
a car
drinking.
with the windows closed and smoke billowing all
Yeah.
through. It was like a smokehouse.
Yeah.
It's perfect. I'm fine.
That might be the problem with the country.
It is.
Kids nowadays haven't been reared on enough toxins.
No, a bunch of.
So their minds aren't as clouded.
We gotta, can't handle a little prenatal alcohol.
Yeah, they don't go out. They don't go outside and eat mud anymore.
No.
That's the problem. They're lacking in minerals.
You're not even allowed to play in the mud.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Wow.
there's disease in the mud.
What time? Do you know the exact date, hour, time, and year that the water suddenly became that you couldn't drink it out of the hose?
I think I have no idea.
No.
I mean, when I was a kid, if you were thirsty, you just went to the hose. You
I
didn't even go inside. You're like, "There's a hose."
I was working on a job over the summer, and the radio station was on, and they were talking
No.
about that as I was drinking out of the hose. Jesus.
And not only did we just drink out of the hose, we drank out of whatever hose was present. We don't.
Yes.
Yeah.
Strange houses. If there was a spigot without a hose,
Yeah,
that
exactly.
spigot got turned on, and we
Yeah.
drank out of that.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
it could have been an abandoned house. Who the hell knows what
Yeah.
was in those
Yeah.
pipes?
Now people got to carry their water around with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
They got it
In toxic plastic bottles.
Yeah.
It's like nothing like leaching toxins in like a hot warehouse of plastic and water that's sitting there for months. Yeah,
Yeah.
Nothing's getting. It's fine. It's perfectly fine.
I don't know why Johnny's going to throw that red flag. Looks like a fumble to me.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he's going to say, no. Tuck rule. We'll bring it back.
Yeah, tuck rule. Yeah. You owe us one.
Imagine if we got a full game of offensive line blocking, where our quarterback has more than like 3 seconds to get the hell out of the way and throw the ball.
Yeah. That would be nice.
It'd be amazing.
They should. Just hurt people now. That's all you need to do for the rest of the season.
Absolutely.
Yeah, hurt the other guys.
All those idiots that danced in the red zone on you,
Yeah, exactly.
take their ankle out, man.
Yep.
There you go. Now sit.
Yeah.
Go dance at home.
Yep.
So.
It's actually more importantly, I saw the Queen movie last night.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Well, give us a review.
It was very well done. I'm a huge Queen fan, so little historical inaccuracies here and there, but nothing major, just to make the thing flow. But it was great. The movie was great. What freaked me out was everybody in the band looked like everybody in the band from the 70s.
Yeah.
Amazing. I mean, Brian May, I was looking at the screen like, it's like Brian May.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. And I'll tell you, it was a great movie. If you're a Queen fan, it's a must-see, obviously. But it's just overall a good movie, even if you're not. I thought it was very good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it.
What else we got here now, kiddies?
I don't know. I got like off the rails things.
We got The Walking Dead's on tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna watch Bourdain instead. I think it's the episode with Harley in the Lower East Side. I think is on tonight.
Oh, is that on tonight?
Yeah, I think
that's
so.
right. So we're still up 3-0.
We're still up 3-0.
Phillip Rivers has got 2nd and 6, and they're red zone.
And he was just doing his jazz hands.
Oh,
So
Yeah,
jazz hands.
yeah.
that's how Phillip Rivers does it.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens.
Shocking.
Let's see if we can get the ball from these jerks. I don't know.
But get him.
I think we take a break from podcasting and we
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go watch Phillip Rivers do whatever he does.
Yeah.
Because
All right.
this is going to be his year again.
I'm gonna hobble outside and have a smoke.
I'll join you.
So I fell off a ladder yesterday.
On purpose?
No.
Okay.
I got cathedral ceilings and I was changing a light bulb. And I stepped to the side and the ladder tilted. And I tried to overcorrect and fell off the ladder. Hit the rug.
I saw you were walking kind of.
Yeah. Hit the rug. And my back turned and nothing else did.
I saw you were walking kind of funny, but
Yeah.
I was like, maybe you got hurt, or maybe he's just been here a couple hours. I don't know.
That's why I don't ask questions.
So instead of sitting on my couch, I've been actually sitting on my coffee table.
Right.
That's watching TV because I sit on my couch, my back's killing me, and I can't stand.
I understand.
Yeah.
So
I understand completely.
I would prescribe as much alcohol as you could possibly put into your system.
well, I did that yesterday.
Okay. Keep it going.
So
The more the merrier.
yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, we breaking.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
then.
See you in a few.
Yeah.
Constant to rest, which has been part of the Raiders this season.
Johnny Townsend, rookie from Florida, and then they have a fake, and Townsend's going to run for it. He'll get the first down, has a blocker in front of him, and gets into Charger territory, still going, and knocked out of bounds. John Gruden going into his bag of tricks early. And the pass caught for the first down to Brandon LaFell. 4th and goal from the 1, and the flip goes to Dwayne Harris, and he's not going to get it, and the Chargers hold. Gordon on 3rd down and 5. He's lined up as a wide receiver to the bottom of your picture in the end zone. Rivers waiting a long time to get a target. It's tipped, and let's see, it is knocked away, nearly intercepted. The sidelines as the Raiders start their second drive of the game. Pass is caught by Brandon LaFell. That's what they've been doing all year. 3rd down and 2. And the pass thrown underneath, and it's to Jalen Richard. Pressure on Carr, and the pass is dropped by Jared Cook. He started the season with Minnesota. This will be a 46-yard attempt, and here is Carlson's field goal try, and it's good.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Potts is away. So we are bringing you from the Irish Cottage Inn, the Fitz Jr. and Bill Mackey halftime report. Enjoy.
Well, bottom line is I like that they've come out and they don't seem to really care what the hell they're doing.
No, not really, no.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
They're taking some chances. It's not working that great, but We're 10-3 at the half. Mm-hmm. You really complain about that.
No.
The fake punt was the most exciting thing we've seen all year.
It was.
Jeez. But no complaint. But this season, I got no complaints thus far about the first half. What's your thoughts?
This the no-name kicker Carlson or whatever. They signed him from the Vikings, who they drafted this year, who was cut because he already missed a field goal that lost them the game. So.
Well, Fitz Jr. just clarified for me exactly who the hell that kicker was, because I did not. I looked. I was like, "Who the hell is this now?" I have no idea.
They signed him like on the bye week, I think.
Did it? I'm like, who the hell is this guy now? I thought, what is that? They cut Magoo.
Magoo, yeah.
They cut Magoo. Then they have Mike Nugent. Nugent got hurt. Never cut out. So next week we got Cardinals next week.
Yeah.
My drummer Mark is coming. He's a Cardinals fan, but I think we're cheering for the first round draft pick at this point. I would say.
See what happens.
Yeah, what are we that? Like Giants, Cardinals, us? Who the hell?
Unless we win today, then we can all start getting weird and excited again. We got the Cardinals next week. We could end 9-7. we get a wild card.
We're gonna win every game going out. We're gonna call a fake punt every play. This is gonna be great.
I wish they would have done that a little earlier in the season.
Yeah,
but at this point, that's when you might as well do that crap now, because what difference does it make? It works or it doesn't. But
it makes for a more interesting game at this point. What we've had when they've been quote unquote trying has been ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's been absurd.
All right, just I need to jump in really quick here, Chuck. I need you to slap sense into me. The next time the waiter goes, "Do you need another pitcher?" and I say, "No, I'm good right now." I need that's when you need to intervene and say, "Yes, you need another pitcher."
Plus, the next time
I can't find him.
Next time he comes by, it's going to be we'll be packing up.
Yeah, it's going to be throw a shot glass at him.
Yeah,
of course you need a pitcher.
Absolutely.
Oh, Christ, I'll take another pitcher. I haven't even had a pitcher yet. I'll have a pitcher.
So, Bill Mackey had a birthday.
I did.
Happy birthday to you.
It was a pretty nice day. I appreciate it, guys. Didn't do much. I hit the Xbox during the day, hung with the dog. I had a blessedly quiet day of nothing, and went to dinner with the family last night. We hit the movie.
Nice. Yeah, that's
nice.
That's it. Just simple, nice.
When my son turned 21, I told him, "Well, that's it, man. Birthdays are no fun anymore." Now every time you have one, you're just 1 year closer to death.
Yeah,
that's right.
Pretty much.
So halftime's over.
Yeah, we're kicking. The mystery kicker is kicking off. Back to the third quarter. Here we go. 10-3.
All right. Back to the third. All right, we'll be back.
Yeah, it's so weird how it changed. It's funny. I was talking with Gus Bradley and A. Lynn yesterday about back those days with Marty. I mean, Raider Week was like going back to your high school.
I mean, when the bus is pulling into the black hole in Oakland Coliseum, is there any place where you feel like you're headed more into enemy territory that, I mean, you may be hazed worse than any other when you take the field than when you play the Raiders?
Well, I think all three division stadiums are unique and different, but all have similarities. I mean, you have a little bit of the same feeling. They're all just a little different, but yeah, I mean, going into Oakland is awesome. And I think there was a span there where they weren't as good, and it lost a little bit of that vibe. But then the last handful of years, it's been right back to where I remember it back originally when I was a young player. So it's awesome. I mean, it gets going. It's awesome, and they got a heck of a group. And
And we are back after a beautiful Gilchrist interception.
I think Fitz is close to.
No, we're not. He's not
on the pitcher already.
No.
No.
I wish.
I
no.
notice you're carrying it around with you though.
Well, no. Yeah, I'm keeping it close.
Is that if that's an extra glass, I'll share some.
It's always close to my heart.
Yeah, we're back after a beautiful Gilchrist interception.
That was my Yingling glass from when he bought me the new one.
So now you and Tom share whatever STDs you guys got.
Drink some bleach; it'll be done.
There you go. It's all good.
Yeah, alcohol's an antiseptic.
I was going to say the alcohol kills everything.
Yeah.
That's right. Apparently, when you are poisoned with antifreeze on Fear the Walking Dead, all you got to do is drink beer.
I see that. Who would have thought? Look at how many dogs could have been saved over the years if you had just just gave them a beer.
Exactly.
Seriously, listen. I'm gonna be fine then, because I'm gonna tell you, if we ever get to the point in society where there's zombies walking around,
we're not there yet.
That there are.
But no, no. I mean to that level. Yeah, no. There's still levels of zombies. I'm pretty much gonna be drinking beer 24/7, so I'm pretty much gonna be fine.
Yeah,
so it's good to go, because really, where else are you gonna go from there? Like,
I can make my own, so I'm not worried.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we can all make our own.
Yeah, we actually, between the three of us, we have all the necessary stuff to do here.
Yeah, we should just be making beer. That sounds like a fun job.
I know.
Yeah.
I always thought that was a fun job.
Yeah, we should be doing that.
Okay.
Tell you. So speaking of dogs, because we did mention dogs 5 minutes ago.
We did.
I'm, as a poker player,
yes,
I'm a little. So I'm mixed about the Florida elections, because
the voter fraud elections.
No.
Whatever the hell's going on.
I don't care about that stuff.
Oh.
But so they passed a law in Florida. The voters passed. They outlawed greyhound racing.
Okay.
Which I'm okay with.
Yeah.
That's a screwed up industry.
Yeah.
For the dogs.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's good for some people, but for the dogs, it sucks.
Yeah. It was a classic Bugs Bunny episode.
Right.
It was. Yes.
But
with the little rabbit going, the little electronic rabbit.
Here's the thing: Florida being Florida and being weird, the poker industry is regulated by the Dog Racing and Horse Racing Commission.
Of course.
So all of the poker rooms most of them down there are at greyhound tracks.
Okay.
So now that the greyhound tracks are gone, I'm wondering if all those poker rooms are going to get shut down.
If they're smart, no, because you're going to still lose. The racing's gone. That money's gone. So you want to make some money, keep the damn poker rooms open.
Well, you would think.
You would think.
But since it's,
it's Florida,
you don't make much money at poker rooms.
No.
There's
got to be an expansion there. You get some slots in there, do something.
Yeah, they can't do that.
They can't?
Because the gaming industry is not who controls the poker industry down there. It's very
so
strange.
It's two separate things.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things going on that are strange down there in Florida, otherwise known as God's waiting room.
Yeah, Florida is very strange.
Yes.
So I'm curious to know how that's going to pan out. I want to see what how that works. Because, my daughter lives down there, and I do like to play poker. So now I don't know if I'll be able to.
You could do like one of those.
Don't they have casinos?
They have a couple of casinos, but not many.
Oh, no?
No, and they don't all have poker rooms. Anyway,
what's going on here?
I don't know.
3 and out.
I see people running off here.
Yeah, it was 3rd and 11. We didn't make it. So Johnny Townsend is out to punt.
Run the ball again.
Yeah, run it again. Nope.
Just go for it. I wonder what Magoo's doing right about now.
Oh, come on. That would have been a nice hit. There we go.
Fumble.
Can we get a Magoo update?
Yeah, how's Magoo doing?
Where's Magoo?
I don't know where he went.
Yeah, who knows?
He's in the grocery store buying soup and soap instead of soup.
Yeah. I think he's on the Argonauts now in Toronto.
Yeah.
This is actually funny. It's not Raider related, but whatever. Obviously the Jets got trounced today, right? By the Bills, kind of.
Yes.
Okay. So it was actually prior to the game today. I saw a message from my friend who wrote, the Jets should have to play the Alabama Crimson Tide, and if they lose, they have to get out of the NFL.
I hope they don't start doing stuff like that. They'll have the Raiders do it too.
Yeah.
Well, no, then all of a sudden you'll see Chucky come up there, and all of a sudden we're big winners.
Yeah.
This is the whole plan here. I think.
Hey, have you been on Facebook while you've been in here, Fitz?
I have not.
The New Jersey chapter of the Black Hole page is hopping.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, Chris is complaining about the O-line, and it turned into an argument between Peggy Holmes from the D.C. Metro chapter and DJ Mike from Philly.
They got to watch out with Peggy. Peggy will put some slap down on people.
Yeah. She will.
Sure.
Yeah.
And she's very eloquent doing it.
She is.
Yeah.
She is.
But her and Mike are having a little back and forth right now.
I think Mike knows better than to be messing with her.
Peggy's funny. She's very opinionated.
Oh, she absolutely is. I enjoy her outspoken posts at times.
Yeah.
Because she
I actually agree with the comment that DJ Mike posted that got the whole thing started. Yeah, it's looking like Cable's on his last legs with this team because this,
right.
He can't do anything with the offensive line.
Speaking of Cable,
I understand the injuries, but
right. But you still have to be able to. You still have to be able to step up here.
Yeah, and you need coaching, man.
Right.
Obviously, no coaching, man.
Speaking of Cable, man, if you want to listen to a good podcast,
I caught the first two parts of the of the guy that he punched.
Yeah, so Raiders fan radio. Murph he did a three-part series where he's interviewing Hansen.
Right.
Yeah.
This is the first time he hasn't talked to the press. He hasn't talked to anybody.
He was tight-lipped when the whole thing went down.
He chose Raiders fan radio this many years later to come out and tell his story.
Yeah.
And it's pretty interesting to listen to.
That's awesome.
I don't know how much of it is, it's all one-sided.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's his version.
It's his version, but it's pretty cool stuff, man. He goes pretty deep.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to give that a listen. I had no idea.
Yeah. I think there's 3 parts. I think he already did 2. Right?
I think the third one's out now, too.
Oh, okay.
Because what he was going to do it was just going to be part of a Raiders fan radio episode, and he ended up talking to the guy for like 2 hours. So he said, I'm just going to do this, as a side thing and have three parts.
Yeah.
So.
Murph should get some national exposure out of this.
Yeah, absolutely. Because nobody got this guy.
All an idiot talking heads couldn't break this story, and Murph did.
Yeah, I think it will get some attention.
Yeah.
That's right. Listen, and if you do, Murph, if you get national exposure, that'll be awesome. I want double the salary. I want $1.04 per episode. just remember that.
Oh, but Mikey is losing his mind right now.
But seriously though, but Tom is
what's left of it.
But Tom's right. Listen, I played offensive line. I coached youth football offensive line. I'm pretty confident if you give me a talented offensive line at a higher level, I can coach them. But the true measure of a coach is when they get hurt and you have secondary.
You don't have an all-pro offensive line anymore.
Anybody can coach.
Yes.
Great athletes.
Yes.
It's making an athlete great that makes a coach.
Yes.
And Tom Cable, I don't think, is that guy.
No.
Wow, that sounded profound. Making an athlete great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Should write that down.
Write that down.
But yeah, I agree. I mean, there's got to be several coaches on the hot seat this year.
Oh, I think so.
Got to be.
Outside this, I don't think Bowles from the Jets makes it past the bye week. They have a bye week going into this week. I think he's gone.
Well, I was talking strictly about the Raiders.
Oh, I figured everybody but Gruden's going to be gone.
I
thought that was just a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, I would guess so too. I mean, if it was me, sure.
He might keep Olsen around.
Why?
Because he's just doing, he's just there holding a clipboard anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I got to say about this game? Even though it's 17-3 in the third quarter, end of the third quarter, I like the fact that they're playing like jerks.
Yeah,
they came out here to be
good.
Yeah.
Good. That's Raider football.
Exactly.
If we ain't gonna win, we're gonna be
yeah,
and that's the way it should be.
Yeah, and it should be that way when we win too.
Yes.
Yeah.
The greatness. I disagree with Al. The greatness of the Raiders is in its past.
Exactly.
And and it's because of the way that we played and everything about the team. Now you can't do what you did back then, but you can still come out there and play Raider football.
Yes,
to a degree.
Yes,
you can have the attitude. That's the important part. Not the penalty. Obviously what we did then, or penalties now, when you get thrown out of games. But you have to have that attitude. You have to. I'm a badass. This is my field. You're not pushing me around.
But even if you get
that's it.
Even if you get the penalties and you get thrown out of games, you still take these guys out of their game.
But that too.
You take them out of their game.
And you know what? And that's where the coaching comes in. You can't do the same things. You can't be inherently violent. But the coaching will get you. You could skirt that edge.
Right. Yes. Exactly.
Right. Get it. Right to the point.
That's what football was always.
Yes.
Always was.
Yes.
It was. You were always pushing things right to the edge until they made a new rule.
Yeah.
And then you pushed it up to the next edge.
Yes.
Right. And even now, you look at some of the coaches. You see because not even just the Raiders, any team, anytime there's a penalty, the camera immediately goes to the head coach and look at the scowl on his face.
Yeah.
And you know what? Back in the day, it even holds true to my thinking today. I don't mind that, unless it's in a really, really crucial situation. I don't mind that defensive lineman or linebacker jumping off sides to make it's an aggression penalty. That always was in my head. At least you're aggressive. You jumped off sides. Now you look at it, and it looks like the coach wants to hang the kid's family and the next born generation.
Yeah.
No, it's. Be happy that your defensive end is aggressive and wants to get in there and
hungry.
make a damn play.
He wants to eat that quarterback.
And wants to get it going and break Phillip Rivers' legs.
Right. Take the 5 yards. Be happy that you have an animal out there.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it if it's 4th and 2 on the 2-yard line. And
make these guys scared. Make them nervous.
Right.
And catch the football.
Yeah,
that would always help.
That's the main thing, is catch the football. Carr's getting killed by that today. Carr is getting killed by dropsies. And it ain't Amari Cooper doing them.
No.
Yeah, you got to catch the ball.
So.
But that's a fat guy. Oh, sorry.
He really was.
Did
you see? He had some heavy arm fat going there, man.
I sat next to a guy like that in Baltimore. It was miserable.
I don't know how the guy can breathe.
Luckily, nobody sat next to Andy, so we were able to scoot over.
Yeah.
That was some impressive. That was some impressive arm fat.
There you go.
There's the first down.
1, 2, 3.
First down. You know that dude has indentation by his elbows too. It's.
How'd your Packers do, Pat? All right.
Third, Clay Matthews should be breaking freaking everybody on Chicago Bears' legs.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, for your listening entertainment, Mr. O'Brien.
How could you guys be third?
I really don't have. It's the supporting cast. I'll tell you exactly why. Because you guys got Jordy Nelson.
You got to wait.
Okay. Is that
1, 2, 3. First down.
If Jordy Nelson was still there, Rodgers would have his number 1 target.
Okay, well, how many first-round picks does the Packers have? We'll trade them.
They got quite a few, actually.
Okay, well, there you go. I think
they did pretty good with the trade.
I think going into the draft next year, other than the Raiders, they're the only other team that has 2 first-round picks.
I'm not quite sure about that.
I think so.
I've been very busy with the crazy side of me.
Oh, okay. The mental edition.
That's all we got to do.
Nice. 1, 2, 3.
There you go.
First down.
All right. It doesn't matter that Cook dropped those 2 5-yard passes. We'll take that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're coming up with some stuff here, man. This has been I've been impressed by the way they've been playing this game.
Yes.
I like I said, it's 17-3, but they've been playing this game mean.
Yes.
With attitude.
Well, they should be. It's
they're the Raiders. They're supposed to play like that.
Let's get the Chargers, so they should be playing like that.
Last time we played the Chargers, we just came out there like a bunch of babies.
Yeah.
And Phillip Rivers making fun of us on the line.
Yeah, now, see, to me, I wouldn't stand for that.
Nah.
I'm a defensive end. No way. I ain't standing for that.
Irvin didn't stand for it. He took a big penalty on the next play.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't stand for
Rivers
that stuff.
out there making fun of the defense. Irvin came out and, roughed them up
I'd
a
be
little
like,
bit.
you want a roughing the passer? You're going to get a roughing the passer.
Yeah.
How
about that defense?
Yeah. I'll drop you right on your head. Give you a Peyton Manning.
The
neck.
offense is trying to offense is trying to attack them today.
Yeah.
You know, some tricks on special teams, and the defense is playing mean.
Yep.
And that was a nice interception by Gilchrist today.
Yes.
He was like, no.
It's mine.
I'm not dealing with this crap. So,
I actually saw that play.
They look hungry today, so that's good.
Okay. Yeah. You know, the game's not over till it's over. You know.
That's right.
No, that's right. What's the score on your Packers over there?
14-9 Green Bay. Yeah, Green Bay's got the ball.
Okay.
You know, thanks for bringing that in here. You know, I come in here and support the Raiders a lot. You know. Yeah. And there's actually, I can figure a couple scenarios if the Packers were playing the Raiders where I would cheer for the Raiders.
Hey.
But the only time I don't cheer for them is when they're playing the Packers. But I do love the Raiders. They are my favorite team in the AFC.
All right.
And I love the attitude. I love the fans.
Yeah. You know what? I don't think any Raiders fans have any problems with the Packers.
Nah.
You know, you never hear anything about the Packers.
Nah.
You know?
Unless we're playing them.
Yeah, unless we're playing them.
And then it's just because we want to win.
Yeah, actually, I was here for the pregame. I came up here to the cottage
yes,
to watch
you did.
pregame.
Crazy, man.
I was
like
the only
midnight.
one. Nobody was here. Me and Greg.
The owners were sending me a message. He's like, one of your crazy fans came to see a preseason football game at 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, yep, that's Pat.
That's Pat.
Well, my favorite team is playing my second favorite team. Why shouldn't I be here, man?
That's like, nobody's here. We're like, it's...
Well, Pat's here.
It's preseason at 11 o'clock at night.
It's Saturday at 11 o'clock at night. We're all drunk.
I think it was a Thursday night, dude.
I thought it was a weekend.
Yeah.
I know.
No, I think it was like a Thursday.
It was a weekday.
Oh, well, then
it was
it's
a weekday game. Yeah.
No, it wasn't because...
It's like a Friday.
It was a Friday
night.
because we came here earlier
you guys
to
were
see
here.
Rebecca's brother's he played acoustics show from the Skells, and who the Skells do our opening song, by the way, and our closing song.
Yeah.
So we came earlier, and then we all went home.
Hey, what's up? You're listening to the
Let's
Fan
take
Club
a break,
Blitz with
and
Splatterhead
if anything
and Fitz,
good
hosted by
happens,
the
we'll come
NJ
back.
Black Hole.
Okay.
Go Raiders.
All right, go
Irish
Raiders.
Cottage in Hamburg, New Jersey.
Okay. I don't know where anybody else is. I think they're outside smoking. This is Fitz now. And yeah, it's 26 now. 7 minutes left in the fourth. We still suck. Yeah, I mean, listen. Like I kept saying, anybody had the grand expectations this year of this big playoff Super Bowl team, you were living in fantasy land from day one. We didn't have the talent on this team. We had attitudes on this team. What we're doing here, ladies and gents, is we're getting rid of the crap. We're going to rebuild. Hey, whether it happens in Oakland or not, we don't know. Might be Vegas when we finally, come to maturity. It is what it is. Sorry, but if I was the boss, I'm coming in. I'm clearing house too. I don't want people that aren't on my agenda. I don't want people that give me attitudes. It's my way or the highway, which is, by the way, a line in one of the greatest movies ever, Roadhouse. Dalton said it, my way or the highway. And if you said you never saw Roadhouse, you're lying. If you said you didn't like it, you're still lying. It was one of the best cheesy movies ever. And I watched it this morning. It was on AMC. I watched it because it's effing Roadhouse. That's why. Okay, what do we got here now? 3rd and 5. Come on, Derek. And look, he gets time. You know what? It's crazy. You give Derek Carr some blocking, and he makes a completion. It's not rocket science, ladies and gentlemen. You block.
The boss said stop swearing.
I'll get it as eloquently as I could say. The boss. Listen, it is what it is. If I didn't swear, Murph wouldn't know what to do with himself. If I came in here like Mr. Rogers, Murph would be like, what the hell's going on? What am I paying this guy 52 cents a week for?
If you came in here like Mr. Rogers, me and Chuck would think something was wrong.
Exactly. And Murph would be like, this is 52 cents a week going to waste. I'm not paying for this kind of crap.
Yes. And you know what? Why we're doing this, we need to get your wife on here. You know why?
Oh, boy.
Because, it's not often that we would get a New York Marathon runner who completed the course and got her medal on here.
We could do that. Hold on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before let me just give you a prelude here. Against my better judgment, this is all on Tom, who suggested that I bring my wife on here because not only being a Raider fan in our Black Hole group here in New Jersey, also a New York Marathon runner, Tom, actually, to Tom's credit, he does not have any idea of how much my wife can actually talk. So that being said,
I think Chuck would like that because I don't think she's going to drop as many bombs as you would. So.
That is true. That is true.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, that being said, I'm going to hand it off to my wife. I'm sorry, listeners. Cotton balls in your ears will
Tom.
sop up the blood. And this is for you, Chuck, before Rebecca, Miss Daisy, happy-go-lucky, flowery girl comes on. On to you now.
On behalf of the fan club Blitz, Splatterhead, Fitz, and Tom, congratulations for running the New York Marathon.
Thank you very much. I was thinking of you guys. No, I wasn't at all.
No, I'm sure you didn't care about it.
It was awesome. It was beautiful weather.
She was not.
No, I was not. I did see some Raiders flags along the way, though. So
that's cool.
Thought of everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was it the mad scientist? Doesn't he run?
No, he usually does. I think his speedboat racing got in the way this year of his marathon training.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Chuck. This is where we're at now. This is where we're at.
A little known fact: this is not my first time on the microphone. I was a college radio DJ. 101.5 WMSC FM.
And she's also superintendent of probably the biggest state park in New Jersey.
It's not the biggest, but I think it's the best.
It is.
Yes,
I know it's one of the two that don't close during the budget crunches.
Yes, correct. We shall not name the state park that I am the superintendent of on the podcast, but you can look it up.
Yes.
but it is. Some might say it is the highest point in New Jersey.
Perhaps.
Yes. It's very nice. I've camped up there a lot. It's a very nice. Very nice park.
Thank you. We love it. We love it. So do I have to talk about football?
You talk about whatever you like.
You could talk about
tell
the marathon.
Tell us about what is it like? You tell us. As a Raider fan, it has nothing to do with being a Raider fan.
To train for the marathon.
What would actually, not even to train, what would possess any human in their right mind to want to actually run 26 miles?
Through New York City.
Why?
Well,
I don't want to drive 26 miles. Why would you want to run?
I mean, I could see running 26 miles through the South Bronx.
Right.
But
because you're saving your life at that point.
So don't take this personally, Kevin, but it's 26.2 miles of peace and quiet. Where you're not there.
Exactly. It's peace and quiet for myself and Liam because my wife is running.
It's true.
So we're like, wow, it's marathon weekend. Yes.
It's mutually beneficial.
Weekend.
Mutually beneficial. So training, honestly, I would say that anybody with the motivation and the time could run a marathon. You just need time. It takes a lot of time. I'm a slow runner, so my training runs take longer than usual, but I love it. It's my alone time. It's like I set my appointment, I get out there and do it, and there really is, as silly as it sounds, that high. You really get that high. And then you can drink afterwards because you've earned all those calories.
Is it this? I don't know. I'm not a member of the club. Is it the same type of high as the AMF?
Probably
club?
not.
No. Okay.
We're more sedentary.
Yes.
That would be that would be the case for the people that are unaware. That would be. I'm not going to say the town, but it's a Sussex County town. It's our local alcohol, marijuana, firearms chapter.
Oh, I didn't know such a thing existed.
Here I have a big question.
Yes.
Running up at the state park where you work.
Yeah.
Does running the hills help you?
Oh, definitely.
like the Kenyans.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, the Kenyans just run everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
So that's why they're so fast. No, so I like to train up at the park because I don't like to run on roads where there's cars because nobody pays attention.
Yeah.
And people will die because they hit you because they're not paying attention. So there's a lot of you can't avoid the hills when you're running up around High Point State Park, and it definitely helps. I don't even necessarily walk. I mean, I walk some of the harder hills.
Yeah.
But it made a huge difference. I mean, New York's not an easy course. People think it's flat, but there's hills.
No, there's a lot of hills in New York City.
The bridges are killer, and Fifth Avenue is just a steady incline for the whole way. And then Central Park is like killer hills. Central Park's like equivalent to the hills that I train on at High Point. So it definitely made a big difference. Helps you.
2 questions to piggyback on what Tom said with the Kenyan. Did you ever feel the need to make running sandals out of tires?
No.
As per the Kenyans do?
No.
And
they do that?
I've heard that, yes.
Well, they don't have access to
They're
actual
tires.
sneakers. So.
Yeah, they don't flip down to Foot Locker.
Has anybody here been to Kenya?
No.
So we don't know, do we? Okay.
No.
Second question. Did you ever, during the marathon, want to take a pit stop and have a coffee at Central Perk?
Oh, we did. AKA Friends Central Perk?
Central Perk.
No.
Is there another Central Perk?
No, I didn't want to. But
Okay,
I did
okay.
drink drink Modelo during the marathon. Isn't Modelo like
Which,
the
ladies and
Raiders?
gentlemen, was our official black hole beer here at the Irish Cottage
People,
last
so
year.
there are people partying the entire way. You know when you're passing a bar because it's just 5 or 6 people, like rows deep of people drinking and dancing, and they are all offering whatever they have in their hand. So I was doing real good, and I usually drink beer or something during my events, but I didn't want to mess it up because I was doing really good. About mile 22, there was a Modelo, so I took just a sip, and it was delicious. It would just hit the spot. Carbonation and cold, and it was perfect. And carbohydrates.
Well, I'm glad there wasn't somebody out there like Kramer handing you boiling hot chocolate.
Of tea, yeah.
So basically, you were like, it was kind of like Will Ferrell in Old School. Like when you drank it, you were like, it's so.
Yes.
When it hits your lips.
It tastes so good when it touches your lips. And then I was ready to go streaking, but I thought otherwise. I didn't want to get kicked out.
Oh, all of a sudden now, I'm not going to run naked.
We're streaking.
I'm like, no. It's like nobody's seen that before.
No, but seriously, beer is the best recovery drink. Carbohydrates, carbonation, a little bit of sugar. It's the best thing to drink when you're done running long distances.
Well, there you go.
Yep.
All of our marathon runners out there, if you don't already know that.
Drink your beer.
Drink your beer.
So basically what you're saying is right now, at this present time, I'm actually fueled up to run 64,000 miles.
Correct.
Right now.
Yeah.
Because
With all your carbs,
I'm
yes.
properly fueled.
Yeah. You're running to Baltimore.
Yeah.
I might be.
It'll save on gas.
Yes.
Oh, there'll be no shortage of gas, my friends.
There never
Miss
is
Marathon,
with Kevin. Oh,
Miss
no.
Marathon woman over here with
No,
the
you're
gas.
the one. You're the one.
Oh, really? I've yet to see any substantiated proof of this said gas.
I have proof.
She has proof.
There's no proof.
Yes.
Listen, Tom, there's no proof.
Yeah.
There's no proof.
Right,
Dude, I was married for 25 years. There's proof.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah, that's it, I guess.
That was fun. Thank you for asking.
Is there anything you want to add? You want to add? You can talk about the state parks service. You want to talk about
What a wonderful person you are to live with.
Nobody that is a regular listener of this podcast will buy that for
No.
a second.
What a saint I am to put up with you.
That they'll buy.
Oh, whoa.
It's amazing I'm not, addicted to anything because of having to live with you.
Or I don't know, maybe we could talk about how if you weren't married to me, you would have starved to death 20 years ago.
That is true. Kevin cooks Fitz, cooks all of my meals. He is the cook in the house. I can't cook for anything. True.
Well, you did make that vegetarian cheesesteak the one time.
Oh,
that
he
was
did.
Just,
Fitz, he made it.
Oh, my God.
He made it.
Jesus.
Vegetarian Philly
I'm a
cheesesteak.
man. I am a jack of all trades, my friend.
What unholy possession. This, how did a vegetarian
Gluten-free
I have
vegetarian.
a vegetarian, gluten-free wife.
No wonder why Philly won the Super Bowl.
And
Jesus,
and
they were
listen-
doing it to spite you.
And listen, as as a cook, I look for the challenge.
Yes.
You tell me
He's up for the challenge.
You tell me you can't make this taste like a cheesesteak.
You'll give it a shot.
We're going. We're going. We're rolling. Listen, and Rebecca should know this by now. Anybody that knows me should. If you don't want me to do something, don't tell me you can't do it because it's gonna happen.
It's true.
It's gonna happen.
I mean, you can't compare a real cheesesteak to the veggie cheesesteak, but it tasted very similar.
No.
He does chicken parmesan too, fake chicken parm. It's delicious.
What do you use for the fake chicken?
Tempeh.
Tempeh.
I was like, what the? Tempeh.
You know, I'm familiar with these things, but I wouldn't eat them in my house.
I got the F-bomb in.
It's like, listen, if you came up and told me like right now, are you trying to tell me that I will not drink an entire bottle of Irish whiskey right now?
No, don't say that.
No. Wait, I feel somebody's telling me that I can't do it.
No. we know you can. No one needs to challenge you as such.
Yeah, it's Veterans Day. Technically, the holiday is tomorrow, and you have to work. The rest of us have off.
Correct.
So
tomorrow's
do not drink a whole bottle of Irish whiskey tonight, because tomorrow will be hell for you at work.
Well, I will say he is a pro. He would show up to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
I am working tomorrow, and just to clear the air, tomorrow
he's getting another pitcher.
No, well, that's because people were drinking out of mine. So tomorrow is the observed holiday. Today is Veterans Day.
Yeah, it's the actual holiday.
On November 11/11 at 11 o'clock.
Correct.
The end of the war. 11/11/11/11. If you're wearing your poppy seeds, the leaf, ladies and gentlemen, should be pointing to the 11 o'clock hour. That's the proper way to wear your poppy leaf.
I learned something new. I knew the 11/11, but I didn't know about the poppy. But
yes, the poppy seed.
Where do you get poppies anymore? I don't see them anywhere. They don't hand them out anywhere.
There was nobody selling them at the stores?
I did not see them at any of the stores.
Unfortunately, because the younger generation of vets are not stepping up at the VFWs and American Legions like the old timers used to. That's where you used to get them at.
Yeah,
I think you can get them at banks, but I never go into a bank. I do my banking.
I always seen them out in front of Bagel Tree.
Yeah.
Well, this year? They were out there this year?
No.
Yeah.
Prior years.
Haven't seen
I
them.
mean, probably. I
always got them. And
15 years in a row, I seen them out in front of Bagel Tree.
We have to bring back the poppies and the awareness so people know what they mean.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's a shame of it because it's like I said, it's the old timers and like a lot of. I mean, I'm not saying there's a lot of conscientious younger dudes. The newer generation of vets, they don't have that same level of awareness that the old timers did. They were out there doing it.
Like the allegiance.
Exactly.
Actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
All of my Canadian friends wear their poppies proudly on Remembrance Day.
They do.
It's like
not the Irish ones, though.
Oh.
That's a bit. This is a Raider podcast, so a lot of people don't follow Irish soccer. So there's big controversy with an Irish soccer player that will not wear the poppy because of the English Army and the whole Irish kind of thing going on.
That's for another podcast.
I just had to throw that in there. No. This is one continuous podcast. We just go wherever we go.
We're getting too serious.
So tell us what you thought about Bohemian Rhapsody, by the way, since today's been kind of a Queen Day talking about the movie.
I loved it. It was amazing. I usually fall asleep during movies, and I did not fall asleep, so that is right there is an indicator. It was great. I did not want it to end.
I missed my chance to see Queen.
Oh, really?
The last time they toured the United States, my older brother was going to take me to the Garden to see him, and I got in trouble in school. And my mom dropped the hammer.
No.
Oh.
And I was just like, I'll see him again.
No.
Never played in the States again after that.
Did you ever get it, Kevin?
So
I know you didn't.
So technically, you would say, as Queen song would be, the hammer will fall.
Yeah.
And the hammer fell on Tom.
Yes, the hammer fell on me, yes.
No, unfortunately, I never did.
Did your brothers ever go?
I don't. My brother Marty probably did. I can't ask him now because he's dead.
Correct. Well, I'm not laughing at Marty's dead.
No, it's the truth. No, I never had the opportunity because
you were young.
I was young. I mean, I remember listening to the Queen on. I had my little toy type of record player, and I remember News of the World when I was like 8, 9 years old, playing that over and over and over again. But never got the opportunity to see him. I've loved them since forever. Saw him with Adam Lambert.
Twice.
Yes, that's how good it was. I mean, we saw them that night. We came home from the concert, and I immediately ordered tickets for the next time they'd be in the area because, he's not Freddie Mercury, but he was.
Well, he's got to be better than Paul Rogers.
Oh, he was. Listen. I am.
He was good.
I am one of the. Paul Rogers to me is, I would say, the coolest vocalist almost ever. Not Queen. No, he's that bluesy soul kind of singer. Bad Company, Free. Yeah, not Queen. Adam Lambert, and like I said, not to sound like that, oh, I told you kind of douchebag. Years and years ago, when Adam Lambert was on American Idol, and he didn't even make it. He didn't win or anything.
Yeah, he was on it. It
But
was during
he
his
sang-
tryout. It was during his tryout.
It was during the
he said,
tryout.
yeah.
He sang Queen, and it was. I'm a huge music guy, as you all know. My level for Queen, my standard is up there. It's like it's Queen or it's not. Don't even try because Freddie Mercury is just.
They're one of those bands that's like that to me. It's either it's Queen or don't even bother.
But and Rebecca can attest to this. He did his tryout thing, and he sang. I think it was Somebody to Love, if I'm not mistaken, and. When he got done, I looked at her and I said, if Queen ever toured, that should be the guy that they bring with him.
# true story.
And I'll tell you what, fast forward 5, 6, 7 years, whatever the hell it was later, they went on tour. We saw them.
Great. So
damn awesome. I mean, besides, he had the stage effect in the presence of Freddie Mercury and the chops to go with it. I was like, this is amazing. I would have, and the only reason I didn't see him more than twice is because we went down to Shore for a week and we couldn't make the other shows. Otherwise, I would have saw him 3 times.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay.
With that being said,
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Like I told him, it's not every day we get a New York Marathon run around.
It was New York Marathon number 3, and it was Marathon number 8.
Yeah.
And it's not my last.
Oh, my God.
Aren't you thrilled, Kevin?
Oh.
Cheers.
Oh.
All right. I'm taking a break.
I'm going to go on a drinking marathon later.
Okay.
And that will be not my last either.
If Fitz has his mug full, so he's going on a drinking marathon.
And there we go. All right.
And I'm hitting the can, so later.
All right.
Well, you'll be happy to know that instead of leaving Fitz unsupervised, I swooped in. Got Mrs. Fitz over here talking about her running in a marathon.
All right.
So we have some actual culture to our show. And we're not just like barbarians.
And we have some positive sports talk.
Yeah, we have some positive talk.
What kind of backwards disruptive world do we live in where Tom is taking credit for stepping in to save the day from me?
Who would have thought I was the voice of reason?
What the hell is going on here?
I'm usually the person on the shoulder. Do it.
Yeah.
I mean, if I hit that point, am I there? Did I need Tom to pull me back in?
Well,
I just wanted to save Chuck from 350 car horns in the last 5 minutes. So.
That's true. Speaking of which, I have an idea with that, just to get away from the car horns. So
you're going to stop cussing every 30 seconds?
No, that's probably not going to stop. I'm going to go through all our videos.
Videos?
No, listen, not our videos.
What podcast are you on?
Listen. Will you let me finish, damn it? Because there are common people songs. So I have years and years of kids singing Happy Birthday and whatnot that we can now use as our
car horns.
So we don't always have to hear the damn car horn.
I think we should use Baby Shark.
There's lots. Listen,
you guys find me the sounds you want, and I'll throw them in there.
There's lots of public domain. We just have to make it our own music, and it has to be ours that we play,
right.
and we can do it.
Okay.
Who was that guy?
His name is Murdoch.
Yeah, his name's Murdoch. I don't know who the hell he is.
His name is Murdoch. He's got a mullet, a red mullet with feathered hair. Do we need to say anything more?
He's got to be a county boy.
He was having fun.
Now, listen, I do have a little.
I hope he wasn't driving.
No, I have a very small background on him. He lives up by me. And his girlfriend there, his longtime girlfriend, is a guy I coach longtime football with, his neighbor. And the dude I coached with could be possibly the biggest drunk burner I've ever known in my life. And so that's putting a level up here.
Right.
I remember as we were coaching together and become friends, he was telling me about this dude, Murdoch, who said, dude, he really gets fucked up. And for this dude to say he gets really like, that's like me saying, man, that dude curses a lot. Like,
Yeah.
So that's where we're at with him.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I thought the dude was a psycho as soon as he mentioned that Mac was a generational player. I was like, oh, okay.
Wait a minute. Hey, John, come here.
The dude has a red-headed mullet with feathered hair. Come on.
Come over here for a minute. We got to get. We only have one other California. We only have one other California transplant in the club.
Cool.
So we. It's always just me. We only have one other California transplant in the club. So you from LA, give us a message to Raider Nation right now.
Oh man, look. All I can say is
A little closer to the mic.
it's early. It's still early. We can't give up on our team. This is Raider Nation forever. We for life. West Coast, East Coast, everywhere, worldwide. We Raider Nation. So anything that we're going through right now is small things to a giant. We're going to come over this. Everybody just got to believe. It might just be when we get that new home or when Chucky get his plan into motion. I don't know, but it's all gravy. We're going to be good.
I agree, man.
Nice, man.
All right?
All right. No, you did good.
Now that we
That was
took the gun
perfect.
away from his head and he's done on the podcast.
All right. Well, I'm ready to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So,
That being said, the most positive thing I could take away from this week is that Chris Potts is back allowed to come to the Irish Cottage.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because sorry, Chris, man, if we won this week,
now
you're a done, pal.
There's a lot of positive stuff I could take
No, there
away.
was. Yes. We had some good.
When Cook took his hand and face palmed that dude into the ground,
Yes.
that was great.
Yeah.
You know what? They came out mad.
Hey,
they played mad.
Their defense looked like, they were playing for a reason.
Even
today.
the off, even with Jared Cook, out there throwing some dude in the dirt.
Yeah.
Gotta like it.
Yep.
Listen,
I like the attitude, man.
Yeah,
I did
keep it
too.
up.
I like the attitude on defense. A lot of drop passes on offense. Listen, I'm tired of everybody getting on Carr. Does he make that? Every quarterback makes bad decisions. They call timeouts when they shouldn't. They make bad decisions. It's part of the game.
I'm giving him another year.
But dude, this
Yeah.
80% of the time, this dude is.
You'll know in April.
He's on spot, and the guy's you got to catch the balls, man. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But we were there.
And you got to block for the man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You got to give
yep.
him more than 3 seconds to throw the damn ball.
You got to block for our running backs too. You got to make some holes. You got to
Open
get
holes. Bye-bye, Cable. You heard it here first. Bye-bye, Cable. Penalties, that rough in the pass or whatever the hell that kind of crap was. That was ridiculous. So, but you know what? We can dwell on that crap all day. It is what it is. Listen, we have a lot of early round picks coming in the draft in April. There's a lot of good guys.
The
coming
other
out.
half of the equation still has to play out yet.
Yeah.
You only seen the first half.
All right.
That's right. And listen, Dallas has a really tough schedule coming up, and they might only win 1 or 2 more games this season, and we have that number 1 pick from them.
They got Coop though.
ESPN said,
They have the Coop.
They asked the question: will Amari Cooper and Dak Prescott salvage their season with the Cowboys? And I'm like, Amari Cooper and Dak Prescott? What happened to their running back that's better than both of them?
Yeah,
Right.
Dak Prescott, if you read the other reports, he's about 16 seconds from getting a subway pass and a briefcase to get the hell out of town.
Yes.
All right. I'm either gonna close this show and start packing up, or you're gonna sit here and do this podcast all night, and you'll have to bring this crap to me tomorrow.
Close it up, boss.
No,
I'm
otherwise,
done.
the option there would be that this will be here next week when we're ready to roll.
All right.
I'll be coming here every day all drunk.
You've been listening to the Fan Club Blitz.
Good night.
And you've heard about the New York City Marathon and all kinds of stuff.
Good.
And we'll see you next week.
And you heard about Queen.
All right.
Later.
Later.
All right. right, this is Tom. I guess we're going to be wrapping up our show here. If you have any questions for me, or you want to call in and talk about anything you want on the Raider Fan Club Blitz, our number is 732-798-0257. Feel free. Ask me about Mr. Skittles. I love Mr. Skittles. We're also going to give a shout out to the Irish Cottage, our home base. They are located at 602 Route 23 North in Franklin, New Jersey. And their number is 973-827-2090. And give us a call. Let us know what you think. Questions, comments, anything you want to say. Feel free. Talk to you next week. Bye.